Hello everybody, it's Flesson19, and today I want to bring you a pretty easy way of making some extra credits. Now, this is not going to be for veteran, longtime players who know how to make tons of money. This is mainly meant for the newer type of player. They want just a pretty easy and quick way of doing this. And if you already know this method, then you might want to stick around because I am going to offer a couple tips of how to maximize it and something to go along with it that can also boost your profit. So, how we're going to go ahead and we're going to make money is off of something a lot of people know, and that is off of crew skills. Now, this method is going to be collecting companion gifts, which a lot of people do. There are four different skills that allow you to get companion gifts: investigations, diplomacy, treasure hunting, and underworld trading. Now, each of them offer a variety of things, so I suggest you check Wiki if you want to look for something to go along with it. Like treasure hunting will also give you lockboxes. So you might want something else to go along with it, so you can go ahead and do that. Now, what you'll do is you'll start building up your skill. So you'll need to use your companions to do that. And this helps to have more than just your 6 companions that you get normally in a game. You get 5 of them, plus you get your droid from your ship. If you haven't done Knights of the Fallen Empire or the Eternal Throne, where you can get a lot of companions, like you can see that I have here, then there are a couple that you can get. HK51 is one. There is also another one that you can get. You want to try to get at least 2 more, because at level, I don't know the exact level, but at 75 I know you can have 8 deployable. I'm not sure when you hit 8 deployable. I'm sure that's on Wiki as well. But once you hit your max, it'll tell you up here, right on crew skills, it'll say max 8 deployable. Once you've deployed your maximum amount, you start off with 1, and then it slowly goes to 2 and to 3, and it'll slowly build up. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal with the very quick, easy, just want to make a little bit of money. Here's how to maximize the profits, and then we'll dive deeper into it if you want to go that route. So what you do is you'll go to whatever skill you have, and I'm going to use this as an example. And tier 5 is the highest that it goes to, or grade 5. This grade 5 unlocks at 300 skill, and at 315 the companion gifts unlock. Now, there are only 3 of them per grade, but we only care about 5. 5 is the highest you can go. All you're going to do is grab the 3 grade 5 companion gift skill missions. That's it. That's all you're going to do. It's that easy, that quick, that simple. They will take a variety amount of time, and we're going to actually delve real deep into that and how important it actually is to do that. But what I want to do is to be able to give you the numbers on this. You can see that it costs $18.90 to go ahead and run one of these missions. Now, if you're successful, which most of the time you will be, once you hit about 450 skill, you hardly ever fail at a grade 5. What is going to happen is these are worth 5,000 to buy a grade 5 blue that you're going to get. So let's say we're going to sell them on the market for 4,500. That's going to give us about 3,700 profit, depending on if you have additional gear to help you out, which I'll run into as well. So if you run 3 of them, that's going to give you 8,100 profit for one run. 8,100. Okay, that's crap. That sounds terrible. I mean, really? It doesn't sound good. Now let's average it out to how many you can do per hour. Now, if we take a look at this for a moment, and you take a look at a level 30. A level 30 can do this mission in 7.5 minutes. That is a long time. But now let's take a look at my woman Jasa. She's 50. A level 50 can do it in 3 minutes and 25 seconds. That means if it takes you, let's say, a minute and a half to run through and get all the missions, that means you're doing it in 5 minutes or 12 of them an hour. We're going to go ahead and average this out at 10 an hour just to play it safe, because not everybody's going to have level 50s. So that means if we're doing 8,100 a run and we're doing 10 an hour, you are now making 81,000 credits an hour just for a couple clicks. I mean, it doesn't take long to just grab one, grab another, done. Let it run for 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's it. And you're going to make 81,000 an hour. Or for a 10-hour day, for just a few clicks here and there, 810,000 in a 10-hour day. Almost 1,000,000 credits. Okay, that's not great, but it's not terrible. Now we're going to go deeper into it. You also have a chance to crit. And as you can see here with Senya only has that 45% chance. But because Jasa's 50, Jasa has a 75% chance to crit. If you crit the blue, which I will go ahead and show you, these blues then become purple. And where these blues cost 5,000 to get, the purples cost 10,000. We're going to give a good guesstimation at about 25% chance to crit. That means now you're going to go ahead and have 25% of them be worth an extra 5,000, which you're going to do approximately 30 an hour. You're going to get 30 gifts an hour, so let's say 7 of them. That's a little below 25%. That's an extra 35,000. You are now making 116,000 credits an hour. Okay, now it's getting better. Now, you can also run this on 3 different skills. You can only have 8 max deployable. Remember, there's 3 per skill, and there's 3 skills, so you could run 9, but unfortunately you can only run 8 deployable. So you could run 3 diplomacy, 3 treasure hunting, and 2 underworld trading, gathering the gifts. That comes out to making now 309,000 per hour by running the 3 of them, or just over 3 million for a 10-hour day. And remember, we're only doing a few clicks every 5 minutes or so. It's not like you're spending a bunch of time. So you have the advantage of being able to go out and do other things like resource farm or run content, or maybe just click them all before you go ahead and do an operation. It's all extra money. Okay, so now we're sitting at 3 million per 10-hour day, or over 300,000 an hour. Now that's starting to look really good. Now there are some things you can do, and maybe you don't want to sell them. You could use these gifts to increase your companion skill so that they have a quicker time in actually running the missions and a better chance to crit for a higher item. So there's a couple things you can actually go ahead and do with it. That is basically what it is. That really is what it entails. Once you get up towards about 450 in skill, you hardly ever fail. I like getting mine up towards about 500 or so, and I'll push 600 if I can, but once you hit about 450, you hardly ever have a chance of failing. So that's what you go ahead and do. The companions, though, this is the one thing that I was getting into, how you're going to go a little deeper into it. You want to try to get your companions as high a level as possible because it's the speed more than anything. I showed you it takes Senya 8 minutes. It takes Jasa 3:25. That's over twice as fast a 50 can run it over a 30. So it's really important to go ahead and get them as high a level as possible so you can maximize the profits. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So go ahead and use those companion gifts to go ahead and build your guys up. Now, this goes hand in hand with actually doing something else. And that is the little bonus thing, is running dailies. There are planets that you can get your dailies, heroic missions from that are pretty easy. And I have ones that I like to run every day that are really simple. And they're good for renown, they're good for getting fragments, they're good for various things. But what you get when you complete them, and once you get level 60, I believe, it goes from giving out item crates to giving out these supply crates. Now, you have to have your home base on Odessa. That's from Knights of the Fallen Empire. And you get it pretty early on. It's like 3rd, 4th, 5th mission in. And it's also important to get because then you can start getting more of these characters. So I highly advise that you go ahead and do that. You turn these in and they give you some armor. They might give you a rarity, a decoration, or a vehicle to travel. But what they always give you is at least one gift. And the companion gift will always be blue, purple, or this. These are the rarest ones and the highest ones. And you can get them pretty decently. I would say a 25% chance or so out of a box, which is really good. The thing about these is they sell for upwards of 2 to 250,000 credits each. So if you're running, let's say, 20 missions a day and you get 25% of them, just have it, or we'll say just 20%, 1 in 5, that means on an average you'll get 4 of these. That's almost 1,000,000 credits just off of running these alone. So what I like to do in a day is I will tie in my crew skills to go along with while I do heroics. So while you're making companion gifts here, you're also making companion gifts here, you're getting renown, and also that the heroics give you money to offset the money you're spending before you can put them on the market in case you want to use your gifts to build up your companions right away. So there's everything that's kind of tied in together to go ahead and help you out to build up your companions. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to finish it off, and we're going to run through it. So from bottom to top, here's what you want to do. First thing you want to do is grab the skills. Now, if you have just one, that's cool. You can just run one. At first, I was also running scavenging and bioanalysis, not archaeology, because I was doing mainly fighting. And scavenging will give you items off of mechanical creatures, and bioanalysis will give you off of just regular living creatures. But if you don't care about that, you can actually grab 3 of them. So grab it and get it going. Next, you want to try to make sure you could have at least 8 characters, 9 preferable. 9 helps building out. Actually, no, you only need 8 because you can only have 8 deployable. So you want to try to have 8 if possible. If not, that's fine. I would work on Knights of the Fallen Empire just so you can get Odessa and try to get some more characters so you can have as many as possible. And that also opens up to you being able to turn in supply crates. I don't think you can turn them in until you actually get your planet on Odessa. So that will help out there. So get your skill, Try to get your 8 companions. Then you want to try to have them built up. Don't just start out at level 1. It is really, really cheap to get a character up to level 10 and possibly level 20. To level 10, you can go buy the real cheap grade 1 companion gifts, and you're going to spend something like 20,000 credits just to get them to 10. It'll probably end up costing you maybe about 80 to 100,000 to get them to 15 to 20. I would highly advise it. As I showed you the time differential, I remember 5 minute or 3:25 for Jasa, 8 for Sonya. Let's take a look at a level 1. A level 1, 13:30. Yeah. You really want to try to level them up to 15 to 20 if possible. So get them going. It's really super important to get them going. And then what you also want to try to make sure in your legacy tab is make sure that you have, is this the one? That's influence. These are gifts. You want to make sure you have these 3, because this will increase what you give your gifts to companions by 30%. Very important to have those. Extremely important. So grab your skills, grab your crew, try to get them up to 15 to 20, then start sending them out. And I would do the hardest missions possible. Start getting them out level 1, or grade 1, grade tier, grade 3, get them up in grades as fast as possible. Even when you get to grade 5, don't just start running just companion gifts, because you are going to fail. You need to get that skill up there. Like I said, I did not feel comfortable until I got up to about 450 in the skill. Once I got up to about 450, then I really started feeling pretty good about not having that many fail.
Do it with my eyes closed.
Once I got that, then I didn't have that many failures. Once I'm up over 500, I can't remember the last time I failed. I really cannot remember. So it is absolutely vital that you go ahead and you get that skill up as fast as possible. So between them, that is how you can go ahead and just earn a little extra money. It's going to be anywhere between $1 million and upwards of over 3 million a day, just by clicking a few clicks. It's not like you're investing 4, 5, 6 hours into doing it. It's just simple clicks throughout the day, something that gets sold really easily on the market, that you can do while you're doing other things and doesn't interfere with your time. Because once something completes, you can just let it sit there until you're good and ready to accept it. You know, you're done with a battle, accept it, and then send your guys back out on another mission. So it's not that difficult to do. So that is one of the things that I go ahead and do to go ahead and maximize my profits, to try to make a little bit of extra money. It's not going to make me rich, but it is certainly does helping out, making anywhere from 1 to 3 million a day. Because if you multiply that in a month, now all of a sudden you're talking that you're making 10 to 30 million a month. And a month goes by fast, just by doing a few clicks every few minutes. Whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 8 minutes that you're doing it, you can make anywhere from 10 to 30 million just by doing that. I think that is an absolutely outstanding way just to make a little bit of money. And these are the kind of things that I'm going to try to bring you. It's just little things here and there that can go ahead and enhance your ability just a little bit to try to do some things that are more important in the game. It's just a little bit of an enhancement to go ahead and make $1 million or upwards of 3 million a day. So you can go ahead and buy those things that you might want, like a dye, or augments, or buying more strongholds so you can open up more doors and get a higher percentage conquest bonus for going ahead and increasing that. So I think it's an absolute tremendous way just to go ahead and supplement your income. And while I have this going on, I had Jason go ahead and run one more mission, and she should be back within 30 seconds. And she'll bring me back a gift that's worth either 5 or 10,000 to go ahead and buy off a vendor. I'll be able to sell it for either 4,500 or 9,500, depending on what it is. And I'm having her do that just while I'm sitting here. And I could have had 8 people out doing it at the same time, just collecting all that up. And you can do that while you're sitting doing nothing.
I was successful.
And she went ahead and got me a luxury item that's worth 4,500 on the open market just for sitting here. So I hope this, helped out somebody, or maybe improve the performance just a little bit, and can help you make just a little bit more money. Like I said, it's not going to make you rich, but it might be able to help you out a little bit. If I did anything that was maybe wrong in the video, that I misspoke, please bring it to my attention. If you have any other ways to enhance it, also, please bring it to my attention. I would love to be able to hear from you. I would love to hear your ideas as well. I've only been playing the game on and off for maybe about 3 years, so I do not know everything. So if you know something and you can go ahead and enhance everybody else's gameplay above and beyond what I'm saying, please bring that to my attention. And if it's something that I can go ahead and use, I can go ahead and make a little note in the video and add to it, so that way people know. So I would love to hear what you guys have to think about it. Hopefully this helps you out in just a little bit. And I look forward to bringing you more videos to go ahead and enhance your gameplay a little bit more. If you get a chance, go ahead and check out one of my funny videos or companion videos that I have up. I think you might get a kick out of it. I think they're really pretty smart. And if you would, please like, comment, or subscribe, as it really does help me out. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and have a good one.